Welcome to Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. On Monday, October 18th, I'm GHK Lal on the National Outlook. I trust you had a good weekend and you're ready for the work week, school week. Monday, draft local content law proposes Guyanese participation in 152 oil sector services. You know, it took a little long in coming, this local content policy, and let us remember it is still in draft form only. It's got some good things in it, which we will touch upon very briefly in short order. But before we go there, one of the things that I noticed was that it was noted that oil companies as well as subcontractors are expected to comply with the scale targets for the respective sectors. They are expected to comply. My fellow Guyanese, for me, that's a non-starter. Expected is too weak. Expected is too discretionary. It has to be mandatory, drop dead. You gotta do this or else. You have to do this in terms of what our local content policy says, the law says, or else you're not going to be here. It is as simple as that and as final as that. So let's get rid of expectation and make it compulsion. Okay? It's a good start on paper, this draft. I think it's solid. And I commend the people who put in a lot of hard work. I can see a lot of long hours put here together. Some things that I disagree with, and it's only mildly. It's not just I disagree for the sake of disagreement's sake. Okay, staffing, management staffing, supervisory staffing, 10% start, 15% start. I think those need to be up by 10%. So instead of 10% for a start, it should be 20%. And 20% in 3 years should be 30%. Those should be the target set in concrete. I like the rest, and I go down midstream and downstream, the same thing. Instead of 20 to start with, it must be plus 10, 30%, and going up the ladder. Materials and procurement, 30%, 3 years, 50% later. We're talking tonnage, good. I go across now, other sectors and subsectors for Guyanese businesses. Transportation, I pick them at random. Accommodation services, conferencing facilities. At the beginning, 50%. 6 months later, after 6 months, 100% and 100% down the line. Pipe weight, coating, etc. These are good things. These are good things. And remember, a draft local content law, when it is finalized and ready for implementation, it's not set in stone. We can revisit it in 2 years and say, what has it done for us? Health, safety, and environmental services start at 100%, 3 years, 100%. And it's in terms of money spent. This thing went on at length, you know. I see the measurement units in time, 3 years, 5 years, in dollars, the amount spent, in percentages, 10%, 45%, 50%, and in weight, meaning tonnage. I congratulate the people who put in a lot of work here, and now the proof will be in the pudding. We can have, like so many other policies in this country, where they are very good on paper, but they are very poor in enforcement. Let us not fall into this trap. Let us not trap ourselves this way. I say to our leaders, our president, our vice president who's spearheading these things, let us do this local content right, and let's get as much as we can for our fellow Guyanese. I'm GHK Lal on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Thank you for listening to the National Outlook.